Ladies and gentlemen, do you ever listen to your children? No, I mean really listen to your children. And if you don't, I want to share with you some information that might make you start considering listening to your children a lot more than you do currently. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge. Welcome to the morning mantra, Tenabop. 1, 2, 3. Let me jump right into a passage from the Bible. Now, whether or not you believe in the Bible, regardless of what you think about the Bible, let me jump into this anyway. And this is Jesus speaking, and he's quoting Psalm 82, and I'm not going to tell you where it came from in Psalm 82. Let you look it up. And he said this, Jesus said, "From the mouth of children and infants, you have ordained praise." From the mouth of children and infants, the divine, the mother, the father, source, God, whomever, and whatever you identify as such, from the mouths of children, the divine has ordained praise. Do you listen to your children? From the mouth of children, you have ordained is the word translated in English, but what it really means is prepare, fit together, use as a destination of use, bring into its proper condition. And this is interesting, whether for the first time, bringing perfection of what we're going to find out praise means, either for the first time or after a lapse. After a lapse, as adults, do we go into a lapse? Do you listen to your children? So for the first time or after a lapse, he brings back praise. Very simple word. Proverbs and sayings, wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, or praiseworthy discourse, or rather just discourse of praise. So if we think about this verse again, what Jesus, and I think he's pretty much considered a credible source by most of you, Jesus, quoting Psalms 82, said, listen, out of the mouth of children, the divine has ordained wisdom and praise. So do you listen to your children? And I have just had the experience of having a remarkable child come into my life. And as I was pondering today with her mother, some of the recent occurrences which are remarkable in our life, we wonder how much of this remarkableness, I know it's not a word, but how much of this remarkableness has been manifested by this being, which is a lot closer to source than we are. I'm 55 years out. Sandra's 41 years out. Other people involved in this situation are that many years and more out. Are our children more connected to source because they were there before we were, or a lot sooner than we were? Are they more connected to source because they haven't been tainted? They haven't been smacked with this world, and they haven't lost their wonder and their belief? Why is it that children believe anything can happen? Why is it that children believe nothing's impossible? Well, maybe it's not. And you're looking at somebody that's about this close. In fact, I'm already there. Nothing is impossible. And the supernatural should be natural in our lives. And I'm not saying listen to everything your 5-year-old says. I'm not saying do everything your 5-year-old, your 6-year-old, your 7-year-old, your 3-year-old says. All I'm saying is Jesus said it's very typical for perfect wisdom and for perfect praise to come from their mouths. And they're people that are in probably the prime of their manifestation of making things happen that they really want to happen. And if you don't believe me, I'll tell you my story sometime. In fact, we're going to tell you this story sometime, me and the other people involved. And after that, you can tell me, is anything really impossible? Do you listen to your children? Out of the mouth of children comes perfect wisdom and perfect praise. Not every time, but how many gems do you have to find to make it worth it, my friend? I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is a new cosmic knowledge. Keep questioning, answering, and keep asking questions and questioning answers. Unindoctrinate yourself. Create yourself. Build the life you love. This is the last generation of real humans. Let's take advantage of all the great information we have, because it's time for us to get busy.